Howdy folks, welcome to what is the first, I hope, of very many moose shooting reports. I'm coming from the first one from what is really a marvelous place, Bolivar Flats. It's on the Gulf Coast of Texas, a really unique area. As the name implies, the beach is long and flat. You can actually drive right out to them, which is one of the great attractions as far as I'm concerned to shooting birds here. Now, it's not like easy to get to. You stay in Galveston, and then you have to take a ferry across to the flats. Now, you want to be on the beach really at sunrise. As you can see right now, we're done shooting. The light is hard, and not when you want to be photographing birds. Even though you have the sun reflecting, it's not a great scenario. Plus the fact I'm burning. Now, a couple things. I'm wearing one of my favorite free fly shirts. They're bamboo, but they're SPF 70. So with the hood pulled up, which normally is over my head, covers my ears and stuff, I'm not burning. Back my legs, they've been dunked and dipped in sunblock. So I'm ready to be out here. Now the first thing is when you stay in Galveston, you have to take the ferry over to Bolivar Flats. Now that ferry, here's the thing. So early in the morning, you want to be at the ferry at least a half an hour before sunrise, maybe a little bit more. And it says it's going to take about half an hour to get on the ferry and then get across. So then you drive not a great distance, and there's a number of access points for Bolivar Flats, and then you can shoot. Got a plan though. We've had to wait as long as 4 hours to get it back across that ferry to get back to Galveston. And you might say, why not stay on the other side? Well, there's no options for staying unless you pay really exorbitant fees to rent a house. So that's the basic of those logistics. Like I mentioned, the shirt. Now, last year we were here, had a marvelous time. The one big difference between last year and this year is the sand, it had some sort of oily byproduct on it, and it just stuck. It stuck. The shirts got clean, but man, you had to really, Sharon had to do a lot to get them clean. It was just a nasty stuff. Because I say that because we're laying on the beach, we're beach panning. We are belly down, camera on a panning plate with the birds. And I love that approach. I love that angle. I love that clean background. And Bolivar Flats, even though historically it's not got the same number of birds, great subjects. You know, we've got long-billed curlew and American avocet, sanderlings, ruddy turnstone. I got the shot I've always wanted for decades. That's of the sanderlings fighting, which is this really neat little habit they do, making these temporary territories, kind of going like prairie chickens at it to defend them. It's a really marvelous scenario. You have lots of other things back off the sand dunes, but keep in mind, as soon as you leave that sand, you're in mosquito land. But watch for the Mississippi kites. They like to fly around. And the willets, there's lots of willets, great opportunity with the willets. They're actually nesting in those grassy areas over there. So Bolivar Flats, I really prefer at this time of year. This is the second week of April. You have the least number of folks on the beach. Like I mentioned, you can drive right on it, and that really can crank up the numbers. So you want to be here after the spring break and before the great summer push. So that's why I come now. The other thing is the birds at this time of year, they're starting to get their summer plumage, their breeding plumage in, and they look their best. They've just come across the Gulf, so they're kind of tired. They stick around longer. The Bolivar Flats, if you've not come here to shoot, it's a marvelous place. Can't recommend it enough. So that's the Moose Shooting Report for Bolivar Flats, second week of April, 2024.